Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here today. This is Joy Suave. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing how I fell in love for the first and only time. That kind of deep love. It should not happen to a human being twice. One and only time I fell madly in love. Hey. Honestly, it was important I had that experience. It was important because if you have not gone through that experience, you will never, no matter how much it is explained to you, you will never understand it. You may never even believe it, that such love exists. But love, oh my God, love is strong. Love is really, really strong. Love is strong. Anyways, a little backstory. The kind of person that I am, I hardly fall in love. Hardly. In fact, until this experience, I had never been in love. I have seen men crying over me. I've seen men kneeling down. In fact, the more they knelt down, the more they cried, the more annoyed I was because it didn't make sense to me. You just looked like a simp. I had a stony heart. I didn't know what it meant to be in love. I didn't know it was even real. I watched it in movies. I thought it was all acting. So I beg, there was nothing like love. But when men were crying and then guys I was a catch. I was a catch, you know. So apart from I had the personality that could keep relationship, I had the personality that would make guys fall in love with me. Yeah. So then, usually I was better at making friends with guys than girls because girls had so many drama. I'm sorry, girls. I'm sorry, but you know, we have so many dramas and then I loved football, so I could easily make friends with guys so we could discuss football. I had a lot of discussions I could do with guys, but with girls, there were not so many discussions and girls could easily, as at then, that was my impression. I thought girls were easily triggered, you know. So guys we could trigger each other as a guy and then we are fine. In the next minute we are talking and it's fine. So anyways, I had more guy friends than girls. So the thing I noticed about the guy friends, I could be your friend. It's just likeness, nothing more, but they are in love and they are already thinking about relationship, and I was not really the kind of person who dabbled into relationships a lot because I'm not really very patient person like that. And I don't like to pretend. If I'm not feeling you, I'm not feeling you. I'm just seeing you as a normal friend, you know. But most of the time, they end up falling in love and then wanting the relationship to move from that level that we are in to a more romantic relationship. I may not be there. So once I noticed that the person has fallen in love with me, most of the time I want to cut off the friendship. That was how I reasoned then. I want to just end the friendship because I'm no longer free with you, because right now I know you are now romantic with me. I think you are now wanting a romantic relationship. So I feel like it's no longer mutual. I want friendship, you want friendship. It's different from I want friendship, you want a romantic relationship. So most of the time I start withdrawing and that's when they start coming. Once I start withdrawing, that's when they start coming with so much love, you know. As at then, it meant nothing to me. Seeing a guy cry meant nothing to me. Seeing a guy kneel down, my heart, I had that what was written in the Bible as a very stony heart. Why? Because I didn't know what romantic love was. I didn't know. If I'm in a relationship with you, okay, I'm not in a relationship with you, I'm fine. Once I start that relationship and there's this pressure that I don't like. Yeah, because there's this expectation from whoever you're in a relationship with, and that pressure, I don't want it. So once the pressure, because I'm not your girlfriend, you're not my boyfriend, the pressure is not. Most times my relationship didn't last more than 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 1 month, the longest was 6 months. And trust me, the guy was really good. For him to have lasted 6 months, it was really good. So as I then, the guy, I was not in love with him. I didn't know what love was, but I was hearing about loving. And movies I watched showed men crying, men kneeling down to cry. So at the time I was like, could this be real? All these guys that I had met, some of them had actually displayed these characteristics I'm watching on TV. Is it real? As in, what is this love safe? Because the guys will be saying they love me, I love you, Joy, I love you. Love. I beg. I want to be your friend, just normal friendship, nothing love. I don't even want to hear it. Until when I was in school, I had a friend. My friend was living off campus with her brother. I was also off campus. So Victoria was my friend. We were in the same course. So we were just neighbors in the off campus apartment. So one day I was returning back home with Victoria and this girlfriend that came from home to visit Victoria's brother that was in school. So 3 of us were walking. All of a sudden I saw the girl fall to the ground. She fell to the ground and was crying, like on the ground, like something was holding her chest. I was panicking because I didn't know what was causing it. So I was like, what is happening here? What's happening? Hey, what is the problem? I was panicking, but Victoria was not really panicking that much. Victoria was just consoling the girl. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I like, did somebody die? I was like, hey, what happened? Did she lose someone? Like, I was seriously panicking. Then Victoria was like, no, she's going through heartbreak. Heartbreak. It's heartbreak this guy is going through, and she's on the ground. She's behaving like it. At that moment, I was so upset because I was panicking that something grievous, either her health was failing her or maybe somebody died. Heartbreak. And I know Victoria's brother is not such a catch. So, is he the one giving her heartbreak? Because it was later on. It was later on that I got to find out Victoria's brother has a girlfriend in school. So apparently this one came to come and surprise boyfriend in school, only for her to discover boyfriend has a girlfriend in school. So she was heartbroken, and that was all the drama. As at then, no guy in this life had made me shed one tear from my eye. How much more falling to the ground and wailing? Never. Me, hey, it never happened. I was like, heartbreak. Wait, is this for real? I watch these in movies, people cry and all of that. People have cried for me, but I never believed it. But seeing this one now, this girl was seriously going through a lot. Then, this love thing could be true. Will I have this stony heart for the rest of my life? I'm like, I need to feel this love thing too. There must be something for somebody to be collapsing like this and wailing. I'm like, no, I need to feel this love thing. I need to experience it. Ah, God, I changed my prayer point. Change my prayer point to God, help me to fall in love. I want to experience it because even as I then in school, everybody knew this particular guy that was all over me. We're not even dating, but he was so all over me that no guys didn't want to come because they just saw him and everybody concluded we were dating. I liked the guy, but there was no love as at then, and he was displaying all the characteristics of a person in love. But I didn't appreciate love because I didn't know what it was. So I didn't appreciate it. For all the guys that I have wronged, that I didn't appreciate your love, I'm so sorry. I want to use this opportunity to say I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry, because if you don't know what it is, you can't appreciate it. It's like giving somebody gold or something very valuable. If the person doesn't know the worth of the thing, the person cannot appreciate it. That's exactly what happened to me. I can't give what I don't have. I didn't have any love to give because I didn't even really believe there was anything like love. My heart nothing was entering. No love was entering. No love was coming out. I loved everybody generally, male and female. But that deep, special kind of love, I never had it with anyone as at then. So, guys, I'm sorry. If you forgive me, Please let me know in the comment section that you forgive me. I know we all know we've not been in contact. Some of you have even forgotten. So please, if you remember me and you remember what I did to you, I'm sorry for not appreciating your love, for not treating you the way you treated me. It was not my intention, it was the devil. Okay. So back to the story. So my prayer point changed. I started praying, God help me. I want to fall in love. I want to experience this thing. Because apparently the way I've been treating people or treating guys, I'm sure even God is not happy with me. So please help me to experience this love thing. Let me see what this love is about. I want to experience it. I started telling people. I started confessing it. I want to experience it. I want to know what it's about. I want to prayer point. Oh God, help me to experience what this love is. So help me to experience what this love is every time. That was when I was in school. That school finished. Then I needed to do my IT, that's industrial training. My school, you do IT for 1 year by working in a related field to your course. Of course, my sister helped me get a place in the bank. She had influence in the bank. So she helped me get a place in the bank for me to do my IT. So I was in the bank working. I was in the bulk teller, counting money, The salary was not much. We were earning almost same as the security and the cleaners. It was not much. But the thing is, people didn't know we were IT. Some of us, it wasn't only me. Those in the bulk tellers were IT. So people didn't know we were IT. They actually thought we were staff, like we had graduated from school. Me, that just finished second year. We had graduated from school and we're now working in the bank. So we were admired because very young, doing well. Now you are under the AC 24/7. The AC has entered your skin. You are not looking very fresh and sweet, looking like you are earning $1 million. There was nothing. The salary was not much. So a lot of people that came wanted, they just saw me like, that place upgraded me. It upgraded me to make me look like there was one big chick, one very rich, because you dress the part. Look, the thing is that when you find yourself in a particular environment, no matter what you even wear, people will just assume it's a designer, it's the best, no matter how cheap what you are wearing is. Because they look at the environment they found you and they just have this imagination in their head. Oh, she's working in the bank, she's young, she's beautiful, she's this, she's that. Men were telling me, I have a son. If you are interested, let me hook you up with my son. Women will come, I have a son. It was like that. So I didn't want any man to introduce me to their son because they are thinking I'm a staff. I'm not a staff. I'm just doing 1 year IT. My salary is almost the same with the cleaner there. So all of you, nobody is asking me questions. You are just imagining that I'm one big shot. We then find out the truth. It doesn't look like I lied to you. You never asked me. So I just knew they were looking at me based off of where I was and what I was doing. I mean, I was just minding my business, working. I met a lot of people there, a lot of guys, I met people. It's not like I didn't meet people. I met old and young, allergy, non-allergy, everybody. Chief, pastors. That place I met. It was a nice experience working in that bank. So, on a very good day, the Lord wanted to answer my prayer of falling in love. So I was there. Then this guy walked in like an angel. He walked in looking cute. I'd met cute guys before then, outside and in the bank. So there was nothing special about this one. This one entered like I am cute and I know it. And I don't like guys like that. Or even girls. I'm beautiful and I know it. Your shoulder is so high, your head is so big, and you're doing like, I like, no matter how beautiful, no matter how handsome, just be a little bit humble, But this guy came with this charisma, like, I am a catch. Like, I am more than, he acted like he was more than I was seeing. Cute guy does not really move me, But I was curious the way he carried himself, like, what more could there be to this that this one is doing, like, He's the most handsome man. Anyways, he looked at my tag, called my name. I was like, yes. He was like, nice to meet you. I just kept doing as if he's one unimportant person because I wanted him to know his handsomeness was not even moving me at all. So I just kept working, pretending like he was a nobody. But the girls, as at then, I found him to be cute. So when I finished counting his money and all of that, that was how the guy slid his complimentary card to me. Call me. I was like, who is this one? In this place, people request for my number and I say no. I don't call people. Although I didn't tell him. Me that was praying that he should ask for my number. He did not ask. So this one that he has said, call me. It's still better now, since he didn't ask. But it was annoying that he didn't ask for my number, but telling me, call me. Who are you? Hey, you think you have pride? Have you seen me? I have pride too. I have pride too. So I was just looking at him. So I kept the complimentary card somewhere. Day one, I was thinking like, this guy thinks he has met one of those girls that will be tripping for him. I was not going to call. Me, I wanted to act. I'm also a catch, you know. That day I didn't call. Day two, I didn't call. Day three, I didn't call. It's not like I wasn't planning on calling. I think this whole thing happened on a Monday. So I was like, maybe weekend, I will hold on. Or like, by weekend, will you still remember who I am? So I was just still contemplating when to call, when not to call. So I think the fourth day or so, then came back to the bank. So came back to my place. There's a way they would target you. If it's their turn and there's someone else to attend to them, they will tell the person behind to go. It was what they used to do to me then. So there are some people I had very good relationship with. So they want me to attend to them. So when it's their turn, they'll say other people should go, like, because they wanted to come to my cubicle. So that was how he then came to my cubicle. I was relieved to see him. I won't even lie. It was sweet to see him again. Oh my God. Love. So that was how he came. So like, you didn't call me. I expected you to call me. Why didn't you call me? The voice was not sounding like a normal human being's voice. The face, it was just something that was just different about the voice, about the face. Everything was just entering. People before, if they talk to me in this ear, it doesn't even used to enter. But this one will talk in this ear will hear. Hi. This ear and this ear were just hearing every breath that was coming from this guy's mouth. The eyes, it's like all my face turned to eyeball. I was just seeing this guy. I've seen cuter guys, but these particular ones, I just knew I was in love. I just knew I was in love. So I then told him, I'll call you. I was like, after work, I then called him. Well, like, can we meet for dinner? I was like, let it be tomorrow or so. Or like, okay, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Okay, fine. These are things I used to watch on TV. This is how girls in love used to respond. This is how guys in love used to respond. It was something I had never experienced, something I had never seen. So I can't even pretend. It was sweet. The next day, trust me now. Looked for my best clothes that I had there. That was what I wore to work that day. The plan was after work. No, after work. Sorry, it wasn't 8 p.m. It was like after work. And I usually closed 4, officially 4, but we'll do balancing, checks and balances. 6 is when we left work. So I had already arranged with him that I think after that 6 p.m. It all depends on if everything worked out, the day was good. That's when we'll close 6. If not, we could stay. Sometimes I had stayed in the office till 10 because we were looking for money that was not accounted for. That was how we went out to dinner. Dinner was lovely. It wasn't the food. The guy, it's like he knew already that I was in love. The guy, I'm sure it was easy to fall in love with him. He knew I was in love. That was how I fell in love with this guy. Long story short, we were in a relationship. And in that relationship, this guy started telling me all I wanted to hear.